Ahaya Abba Yahawah, Baruch Adonai Yahweh Shai, Hallel Ruach HaKodesh. Greetings to all Israel, including the Israelite foreigners. Um, you know, this is the times when you know having the spirit is kind of bearing. Not like just any other regular Jake. I wasn't really thinking much of probably watch Super Bowl later. Not get all wild out like these fucking heathens, but watch it. But spirit called upon me to do this video, and this is what we have to do, man. And we're going to led me to the book of Nahum, which in the Hebrew is Nahum, which means the comfortable. Which the Lord works in a mysterious way. I don't know how much comforting this is, but I guess in due time, we have narrow vision. We shall see. So let's get edified. The burden against Nineveh, that was the city in Babylon, which this is Babylon. The book of the vision of Nahum. Okay. The wrath, Yahweh's wrath on his enemies. Yahawah is jealous and the Elohim avenges. Yahweh the Most High avenges is furious. The Most High will take vengeance on his adversaries and he reserves wrath for his enemies. Yahweh Elohim is slow to anger and great in power and will not at all acquit the wicked. Yahweh has his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. I'm gonna stop it there for a minute. We all should be humbly thankful that the Most High, his ways are above us, because any average man would just lose it, and destroy things without thinking. So that's why he's slow to anger, because he's everlasting wisdom. And obviously he's saying that he ain't gonna forget the iniquities of his enemies. And the whirlwinds and the storm, the clouds, he's talking about the chariots, the weapons of his indignation. Now it says here, he rebukes the sea and makes it dry, and he dries up all the rivers. Bashan and Carmel wither, and the flowers of Lebanon wilt. The mountains quake before him, and the hills melt, and the earth heaves at his presence. Yes, the world and all who dwell in it. Who can withstand before his indignation? Who can endure the fierceness of his anger? His fury is poured out like fire, and the rocks are thrown down by him. Or I'm going to stop it there because it's deep. Obviously, that the world is his footstool, so he's part of the sea. He's the creator, so the earth submits to him. And the indignation is talking about the chariots. And when he says here that that who will withstand, and the rocks are thrown down by him, fire, he's talking about those meteors, man, showers, and fire raining from the sky. See, been foretold. And Nineveh is a city in Babylon. This is Babylon, It's like metaphor speaking, talking about a major city like New York or Frisco or LA, whatever, Chicago, but it's still, still Babylon, So just so you guys could kind of understand. Well, to be clear about it, Yahawah is good and a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knows those who trust in him. But with an overflowing flood, he will make an utter end of its place, and darkness will pursue his enemies. Okay, I'm gonna stop here real quick. He's talking about the remnant, the 1/3. He knows who he's gonna save. And now, what do you conspire against the Most High? Will he make an utter end of it? Affliction will not rise up a second time. For a while tangled like thorns, and while drunken like drunkards, they shall be devoured like stubble filled dry. From you comes forth one who plots evil against the Most High, a wicked counselor. I'm gonna stop it there real quick. Obviously, conspiring, like how Esau is surveillancing satellites and weaponizing satellites to try to stop the chariots. Like the Most High, he knows what you're up to, and he's letting you know that it ain't gonna do shit. It's gonna be a short-lived resistance. And drunkards and all, and all this is because people will be parlaying everything when it's time's up, because they trust in Esau, they trust in their government too hard. Thus says Elohim. Though they are safe and likewise many, yet in this manner they will be cut down. See, glorified be your name. When he passes through, though I have afflicted you, I will afflict you no more. For now I will break off his yoke from you and burst your bonds apart. Yahweh Elohim has given a command concerning you. Your name shall be perpetuated no longer. Out of the house of your gods I will cut off the carved image, and the molded image I will dig your grave, for you are vile. Behold, on the mountains the feet of him who brings good tidings, who proclaims peace. O Judah, keep your appointed feast, perform your vows, for the wicked one shall no more pass through you. He is utterly cut off. Okay, I'm going to stop in and recap because he said a lot there, First of all, like we have to claim, they think they're safe because, while the U.S. is terrorizing, doing all kind of shit, their citizens are right here, enjoying Super Bowl, doing revelries, clubs, partying, having all full confidence in their military power that they're going to be safe. And just like in that manner, he's going to fucking wipe them out. And it says here that he's going to get rid of the carved images and the wicked ones no more. He's talking about his sun worshiping and all this Babylon mystery religion. It's gone. And see, he's saying here that he's telling us, the remnant, the 1/3, keep your appointed feast. Basically, stay the course. You know what I'm saying, and have patience and keep our anointed feast. And perform our vows. Be set apart because the wicked one's gonna get cut off soon, and you don't want to get caught in that snare. So he's telling you to be on point, so that way you won't get lit up. You won't go out like Kobe's coon ass. The destruction of Nineveh. He who scatters has come up before your face. Man the fort, watch the road, strengthen your flanks, fortify your power mighty. For Yahawah Elohim will restore the excellence of Jacob, like the excellence of Israel. For the emptiers have emptied them out and ruined their vine branches. I'm gonna stop there real quick. Basically, once again, he's giving us all the heads up. You know what I'm saying? That remember our ways. Because the deliverance is on its way. And he's saying that the branches have been defiled. Yeah, because 2/3 of us are gonna get wiped out for being sellouts. They've been defiled by some worshiping Christianity and all this other shit. Now it says here, the shields of his mighty men are made red. The valiant men are in scarlet. The chariots come with flaming torches in the day of his preparation, and the spears are brandished. The chariots rage in the streets. They hostle one another in broad roads. They seem like torches. They run like lightning. He remembers his noble. They stumble in their walk. They make haste to her walls, and the defense is prepared. For the gates of the rivers are open, and the palace is desolate. It is discreet. She shall be led away captive. She shall be brought up, and her maidservants shall lead her as with the voice of doves, beating their breasts. Though Nineveh of old was like a pool of water, now they flee away. Ha! Halt! Halt! They cry, but no one turns back. Take the spoil of silver, take the spoil of gold. There is no end of treasure or wealth of every desirable price. She is empty, desolate, and waste. The heart melts and the knees shake. Much pain is in every side, and all their faces are drink of color. Where is the dwelling of the lions and the feeding place of the young lions? Where the lions walk, the lioness and the lion's cub, and no one made them afraid. The lion tore in pieces enough for his cub, killed for his lioness, filled his caves with prey, and his dens with flesh. Behold, I am against you, says Yahawah Elohim. I will burn your chariots in smoke, and the sword shall devour your young lions. I will cut off your prey from the earth, and the voice of your messenger shall be heard no more. Okay, yeah, I went off and finished it so I could recap it nicely because he said a lot here. Okay, when he says here, that the chariots are coming like torches and lightning, he's talking about the chariots, the weapons of indignation lighting up Babylon. You know what I'm saying? The U.S. And it says that he remembers his nobles. That's us. So be prepared, so he'll save us. And then it says here that she should be captive, taken away. That means her maidservants. That means that the good people of the white Edomites and the Hetans, they're gonna be taken in, and the treasures, we're gonna take all. He's gonna, give back everything that he's taken, because he says here that their heart melts, and it says that their hearts will melt and their face will turn of color, because people are gonna be in shock. They're not gonna believe how their mighty army just got dealt with like it ain't shit. And it says here that this was the dwelling place of lions, who fed up, people, and she killed for her lions, for her lioness, for Babylon, for the U.S. and she filled her caves with prey, basically saying that how the U.S. they fight for their troops, the army fight for Babylon, and they're like lions, but like where they at, he's like mocking them. He says that they ain't shit, that he's gonna destroy all their weapons, because he says, he's trying to do his interpretation of high-tech shit, and it's not gonna last. And it says that his messenger, which is Babylon mystery religion, Baal, the sun, all that divination shit, should be no more. Okay, so you can tell you it's deep, man. Now it says, of Nineveh. Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. Its victims never depart. And the noise of a whip, and the noise of rattling wheels, of galloping horses, of chittering chariots, horsemen charged with bright sword and glittering spear. There is a multitude of slain, a great number of bodies, countless corpses. They stumble over the corpse because of the multitude of harlotries of the seductive harlot, the mistress of sorcerers, who sells nations through her harlotries and families through her sorceries. Behold, I am against you, says Yahawah Elohim. Yeah, I'm going to finish the recap it. I will lift your skirt over your face. I will show the nations your nakedness and the kingdoms your shame. I will cast abominable filth upon you, make you vow, and make you a spectacle. It shall come to pass that all who look upon you will flee from you and say, Nineveh is laid waste. Who will bemoan her? Where shall I seek comforters for? Are you better than Nahum, that was situated by the river, that had waters around her, whose rampart as the sea, whose wall was the sea? Ethiopia and Egypt were her strength, and it was all boundless. Put and Luban were her helpers. Yet she was carried away, she was went into captivity. Her young children also were dashed to pieces at the head of every street. They cast lots for her honorable men, and all her great men were bound in chains. Okay, I'm going to stop it there for a minute. Okay, so the first part saying, woe to the bloody city. It's saying because, man, the U.S., man, U.S. and U.S. nations, man, they cause havoc on all four corners of the world. It's multitudes of dead bodies. They sell you a story here, and it's something over there. And see, it says that, that because of the multitudes of harlotries of her seductive harlot. See, yeah, man, because, she'll go over there and ransack oil and gold from these fucking Arabs or whatever, as an example. You know what I'm saying? And she's the mistress of sorcery, yeah, mystery, Babylon, religion, Wicca, Druids, come on, man, all the my devil shit, who sells nations through her harlotries, yeah, man, because, they Americanize and colonize places, you know what I mean? And then it says here, and families through her sorcery, and then, they Americanize you, and then before you know it, you have these burnt out Eves and these new, new generation of idiot jakes that they are just, my state of thought, man, they love all that witchcraft, sorcery, they, space science, they just fucking, like Malcolm X, man. One thing that fucking fool said, man, it makes sense. Only an idiot will let his enemy, like, educate his children, man. That's why we have 2/3 kunjiks, Now it says here, right? That, were you better than, Ammon and all this? He's talking about no man in Egypt. He's talking about like all the other, 6 kingdoms that came before the 7th kingdom. They all plundered. All of Satan, all the son's kingdoms have all plundered. You also will be drunk, it says, right? You will be hidden. You also will seek refuge from the enemy. All your strongholds are like fig trees with ripe figs. If they are shaken, they fall into the mouth of the eater. Surely your people in your midst are women. The gates of your land are made open for your enemies. Fire shall devour the bars of your gates. Draw your water for siege. Fortify your stronghold. Go into the clay and thread the mortar. Make strong the brick kiln. There the fire will devour you, the sword will cut you off. It will eat you up like a locust. Make yourself many like locusts. Make yourself many like the swarming locust. You have multiplied your merchants more than the stars of the Shamayan. The locust plunders and flies away. Your commanders are like the swarming locusts, and your generals like grasshoppers which camp in the hedge on a cold day. When the sun rises, they shall flee, and the place where they are is not known. Your shepherds slumber, O king of Assyria. Your nobles rest in dust. Your peoples are scattered on the mountains, and no one gathers them. Your injury has no healing. Your wound is severe. All you who hear news of you will clap their hands over you. For upon whom has not your wickedness passed continuously? All right, man, that's the end of the chapter. I went, finished it, and I'm going to recap because, like, once again, he said a lot, Okay, and I'm going to start off. I said you will also be drunken. That means, and you will be hitting. That means, people are going to be celebrating, partying, when, all calamity breaks loose. And then it says you will hide and you will be seek refuge from the enemy. That means people are going to be hiding, you know what I mean? People are going to hide, and it says here that they draw your water and to fortify your strongholds, and to make the clay mortar and to bring the brick strong. Basically saying that a lot of people are gonna run to their churches, like Catholic Church, Christian Church, all these BS worldly religions, thinking that they're gonna be protected there, but they're not. Saying he's gonna devour them right there. He's saying that he wants you to go into that fake sanctuary and think that you're gonna be safe, so that way he can just burn you. It says he's gonna burn you to pieces. And then it says here that the locust, to make yourself many, because this became a multiple nation, it's just a melting pot of disaster. And it says here that your armies, your generals, your powerful people, they're going to be hiding. You know what I'm saying? Because the powers that be, they're going to hide. Bunkers down there. You know what I'm saying? And no one's going to know because people are not going to know, but the Most High is going to know. He's going to dig them fucking pieces of shit up and smoke them. And it says here too that you have multiplied your merchants more than because they've the capitalism and the economy, man, the trademark and everything, man. This is all Esau's currency system, which is super flawed. That's why there's insanely rich people and a bunch of fucking deadbeats. It's just terrible. So it says here that that all that shit's gonna come to an end. And then it says here that it says that your shepherds slumber. That means that you fake prophets, you coon ass fucking preachers, you slumber. You're not gonna be able to save your flock, so you're gonna be done. Your nobles rest in dust. That means that your common fucking citizen's gonna be dead for being an idiot, for being blind, and your people are scattered on the mountains. I mean, other people are gonna be hiding. These are probably the people who are gonna be like saved and come in captivity, and no one gathers them. See, they won't be hiding. And it says your injury has no healing. That means that you're done. Babylon's never gonna rise again. And he says here that everybody who hears about you will clap their hands, for whom has not your wickedness passed through. Like basically all these other nations are gonna be happy that the big bully fucking devil's gone because he ain't gonna terrorize all four corners of the world. And that's pretty much the book, man. It's pretty deep. It comes hard, man. And if you're too slow to catch on to it, then read it for yourself, slow and easy, man. Maybe finally it'll digest in your fucking pea brain, man. If not, then fuck it, man. You could either be with it or without it. But these are the things, like I said, man. That wow, man. If the spirit, pushes me hard to do certain things, man, this comes from the spirit, man, and I have to do it, man. Before I go and go and try to enjoy, the game or whatever the fuck, man. But I hope this was edifying, man. Obviously, things are getting revealed more and more. Things are getting closer. It's hard, man. Spiritual warfare is in full effect, and no one is a victim of that. No one is an exception to that. And just weather the storm. Recap this video, man. Read that book to yourself, man. It comes real hard, man. And see if it's for you, man. If you're part of the hopeful elect. If not, then go enjoy the Super Bowl, man. Get high and do whatever the fuck you want, man. Cause like I said, you're gonna be partying when shit hits the fan anyhow. So on that note, shalom.